Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you guys are doing extremely well. So let's continue with this video. So with this video, we are starting a series on Kotlin Multiplatform. So Kotlin Multiplatform is everywhere in 2025 and it will be in 2026 as well. But what exactly does it do? Is it stable? Many questions are there. How it is different from Compose Multiplatform? Is it a framework, AI, a UI toolkit, a replacement for Flutter, or something else entirely? If you don't understand it yet, don't worry at all. This video and this entire KMP CMP series, which we are starting, is made exactly for you. It is for complete beginners. If you are a complete beginner, don't worry at all. You just need to know about the Kotlin. And if you know about Jetpack Compose as well, that's a plus point because if we use Compose multi-platform as well here, so that will be a plus point for you. So welcome to the Kotlin multi-platform mastery series. So let's start with this. So, what is Kotlin multi-platform? Simple definition. Kotlin multi-platform lets you share code across platforms while still writing platform-specific pieces when needed. So basically, it allows you to share the code between platforms. Okay. So if you go to its official documentation as well, it will show you the docs. Reuse Kotlin code across Android server, iOS web desktop, and even server. So it allows sharing the code, reusing the same code between different platforms plus server as well if needed. So many top companies are adopting this Kotlin multi-platform. If you see cross-platform part in Kotlin, that this can be shared in all platforms. Okay. So share code without compromising quality, and there are multiple options are there. All these things we will be discussing as we will be progressing. And then we have Compose multi-platform as its UI framework. Okay, these companies are again using it. Okay, so Kotlin multi-platform is a technology which allows you to share the code across platforms with single code base. You can create Android, iOS, desktop, and web apps. So it allows you all different kind of options. You can share the code, some code, or you can completely share the whole the code using the Compose multi-platform. So what is the difference between Compose multi-platform and Kotlin multi-platform? So Kotlin multi-platform is a technology. It provides you multiple options. Like if you want to share the UI, or if you don't want to share the UI, just want to share the business logic. So so it provides you three options. If, if you want to share just logic only, if you want to share all the logic, if you want to share up to 100% of the code, UI plus logic. If you see, UI is native, just small business logic is shared. But here all the business logic is shared, UI is native. Here everything is shared, all these options. For this third part, here it is the Kotlin multi-platform. It's shared by the Compose multi-platform. Here's the Compose multi-platform comes into the picture here while we are sharing the 100% code. Okay, so that's the difference. So Kotlin multi-platform is the complete technology. It provides you multiple options. But Compose multi-platform is, you can say, a UI framework for the Kotlin multi-platform. Okay. So ideally, what kind of codes we share? We share the networking layer, API clients, models, use cases, repositories, database logic, business logic, view models, all these things we share. Okay. But for platform specific codes, we can write them inside the Android only APIs, iOS only APIs, those things. They can go inside the platform specific codes because it provides you both options, sharing the codes, writing the common code, or writing the platform specific codes. It provides you complete options, complete choices with what you want to move on. Okay. And now let's come to the what Kotlin multi-platform is not. So Kotlin multi-platform is not a UI framework. It's a complete technology. It's it is not a Flutter competitor. The Flutter is different thing, Kotlin multi-platform is different thing. It is not a library that replaces Swift Kotlin Android APIs. So it is not a library that will replace Swift Kotlin. No, it is completely different thing. So that was what Kotlin multi-platform is not. Now let's come to the point why companies are using the Kotlin multi-platform. So it allows reducing duplicate code. We don't need to write duplicate code in all for different platforms. For the same app, we need to write code at multiple places. But no, it provides us option to reduce the duplicate code. So suppose business logic or even complete UI code as well. Flexibility of code sharing. Yes, it provides the flexibility of code sharing. As I just showed you in the beginning, it provides you multiple options. Sharing the some business logic and not UI. Sharing the complete business logic but not UI. Sharing the both UI and business logic. That's the very interesting feature of this. Then the native performance. Kotlin multi-platform leverages Kotlin native to produce native binaries for iOS. That's why it helps us achieve near native performance while writing platform agnostic code. Faster features. So basically, you need to write the one feature at one, like for code for one feature in single place that can be available for all platforms. Fewer bugs, because code will be at one place for all the platforms. You don't need to fix bug in all platforms. Then we will discuss little bit project structure as well. So if you see, this is just a simple compose multi-platform project. After you will be creating that. So this is just I will showing you just a little bit brief of the project structure. We will discuss all this creating the project and all the project structure, source sets, everything in the next video. So if you see common main, these are the source sets, different source sets. Here we write the common code. This is for the common code testing. This is for the iOS JS if you want to write the JS and Wasm JS for different target web targets. Basically now web main target is the main one, but these are two different for web main compiles to both JS and Wasm JS. So that's why if you want to write some specific web for web platform, you want to write some JS or Wasm JS specific code, we can write them here. But common code for the web will go here. And then we have iOS main, this Android main. So all this is the Android specific code, iOS specific code, JVM for the desktop specific code. For desktop, it provides like it builds for Mac OS, Windows, for all options, Linux as well. And then simple build Gradle file. These are the simple things you should know about them. We write the all the build configuration. Build Gradle build system is used for here. Used in the Kotlin multi-platform. Basically, these are the like this. We write the dependencies here. So all these things we will discuss in the complete separate video. This is just a glimpse of the project structure, how it looks like. These configurations are also available while you want to run the apps. What makes Kotlin multi-platform unique? We will discuss some points. So again, same things, same language across all layers. No switching between Swift, JS, Java, Kotlin. Everything is in the Kotlin. Then interoperability. Shared Kotlin code can be used inside Swift or JS source sets seamlessly. You don't need to worry about that. Then native performance. KMP compiles to native JVM, JS, Wasm just targets. No runtime overhead in between. Modular architecture. You choose how much code to share. That these things makes the Kotlin multi-platform unique. If we talk about KMP versus Flutter, so Flutter great shared UI but does not provide this much choices as Kotlin multi-platform provides you. Okay, but I will not discuss Flutter versus KMP in this video. I already have separate video on my channel about Flutter versus Kotlin multi-platform. Everything is covered there. Then when should you use Kotlin multi-platform? You want Android plus iOS apps? You want to speed up development? You care about native UI? You want to share business logic? You want a long-term scalable architecture? You want CMP to share UI too. But don't use KMP. If you only build Android, don't go for KMP. You don't want to handle iOS builds, don't go for KMP. You need deep platform specific native performance with no overlap, don't use KMP. But I would recommend, even if you are starting Android project, don't start it simple Android project. Even start it in the multi-platform, compose multi-platform project, so that later in the future, if you want to scale your app to the other platforms, it's pretty easy for you. But at the moment, if you, even if you are building Android app, you can start the compose multi-platform project and just build it for the Android at the moment. But later on, if you need to do, it becomes easier for you. So Camp is the best solution for sharing logic across platforms while keeping the UI native or shared. That depends on you. and is stable, production ready into 2025, and the ecosystem is also growing. Ktor, SQL Delight, Coin, Compose Multiplatform is stronger than ever. It's getting growing. Okay, so that's all about this video. I hope you have understood what Kotlin Multiplatform is, what Kotlin Multiplatform is not, what makes Kotlin Multiplatform unique, why should you use Kotlin Multiplatform, and now in the next video we will be discussing all the things, how to creating the project, then the source sets, targets, Gradle, modular project structure, everything we will be discussing there. And this series will be covering all the Kotlin multi-platform concepts. So stay tuned. So that's all about this video. I will see you in another video with another cool content. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Have a great time. Keep coding.